Hey fam, welcome to your yoga class. Alicia here. Today we're gonna be a little bit spontaneous. We're gonna do a class for self-love, self-acceptance, and body positivity. And the reason this video is, I'm calling it spontaneous, but I don't really know the right word for it. It's kind of like a tester video. I don't know if I'm actually gonna upload this and use this. So if you're seeing this, obviously I decided to use it. The reason I'm not sure yet is because A, I'm using my new microphone, ta-da, and I'm really excited. But that's not really why it's a tester video. The reason is the landscapers are here and they don't have it on right now, but they intermittently keep turning on the blower, like the leaf blower, and it's really, really loud. And so I just did a tester video before this, and he had it on while I was doing the replay. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you too many details. But anyway, I might not use it because that might be too loud in the background. I'm not really sure. Obviously, I'm really, really new to this microphone, so I'm not sure how much it will block out. I'm not even sure if he's gonna turn it back on or not, because there's been about 500 instances this morning where I'm like, oh, he must be done, I can do my video. And then he turns back on, which is fine. You know, we're just going with the flow today. And then I've also got my fan on super on the highest level because it is hot. It's like 10 a.m. in Arizona, and it's really, really hot. And then I have the window open, which lets in more heat, and it's like, you know, whatever. Not open, but the blinds. Okay, really long introduction. Let's get started. You won't need anything for this class if you don't want. Okay, I'm gonna give you a little bit slightly longer introduction. The reason I'm doing this class is because I need it. I have struggled with my own self-acceptance, especially when it comes to my body, the majority of my life. I developed a really, really difficult eating disorder, an intense eating disorder when I was like 15 years old. I'm over it now. I really, really love food and I can enjoy it. And without getting into too many of the details, because you're not here for the details, you're here to move your bodies. But I know what it's like to really struggle with self-acceptance issues and self-love and like loving my body. And so if that's something that you struggle with too, then you're in the right place, you're in good company. I feel you, I understand you, and I see you. So let's get started. We're gonna start with a hug. Yep, we're gonna start with a hug. It's happening. Super easy, super simple. Just cross. Ooh, I'm so excited for my microphone. I'm probably gonna talk about it like 900 times today because I'm so excited. Give yourself a nice big hug. Go ahead and close your eyes and tune in with yourself. Hopefully you can still hear me. Yep, okay. Maybe you bow your head a little bit and turn inward. And maybe, you know, everyone falls somewhere different on the spectrum of how much they love themselves and where they're at on their self-love and self-acceptance journey. So depending on where you're at on that spectrum, this might be a difficult class, a really challenging class. And I invite you to embrace that challenge and to see if you can embrace yourself a little more. See if you can soften any harshness that you hold towards yourself. See if you can soften any really high standards that you might hold for yourself. And see if you can just accept yourself for how you are now. Because the truth is, you're worthy now. You're worthy of love now. And a lot of the times, we don't see the love that we seek externally from other people, whether it's from our parents, from friends, from romantic partners, from whoever. Sometimes we actually have to start to, and this isn't always the case, everyone's journey is different, but just based on how the universe works with mirrors, we often don't see the love that we seek outside of ourselves until we start to give it to ourselves first. And I'm not saying you have to master this in order to start to see love. I just mean when you start to choose you and start to put yourself first and respect yourself the way that you would like to be respected,
that's when those people either come in, or you might even start to see changes in the people who are currently in your reality. And I say this all from personal experience. So throughout this class, I really want you to just give yourself the grace, the respect, the love that you would like to see from other people towards you. Maybe you give yourself the love, the respect, and the patience and the compassion and the empathy that you give to the people you love, to your best friends, to your parents. And maybe they don't reciprocate it, but you always show up in that way. How can you show up in that way for yourself? Because you are resilient. You are beautiful. Whether you can see it or not, you are inherently beautiful, and you are inherently perfect. And I know that might be hard to hear, but I mean it. And so while you're hugging yourself, I am literally rocking back and forth. And maybe you have found yourself doing the same. And if so, you're actually mimicking the heartbeat that you felt when you were in your mother's womb. That's why rocking can be so soothing. And while you're here, we're going to take one more moment here, and I challenge you to tell yourself, I love you. I love you. And it might help to picture a small version of yourself, your inner child, while you say this. I love you. I love you. But maybe you'd like to picture yourself now. I love you. And throughout this class, sometimes we look at different parts of our bodies and we're like, wow, why can't you be different? Wow, why can't that be more toned? Wow, why can't that be slimmer? Wow, why can't that be more curvy? Why can't that be more something? And it's like, no, let's release that for this class. And let's try to love those parts of us even more than ever before. Let's just focus on love. And if you notice any judgments, notice it. And then switch it out for something loving. So if you notice a body part that you don't like the way that looks in that pose, you don't like the way that feels, or something along those lines, notice that and replace it with, I love you. I love you so much, body. Wow, you're amazing. Thank you for doing all of the things that you do. All right, we're going to release the arms. We're going to start to move a bit. After that little short meditation, inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, bring right hand down to mat. Take a side stretch over to the right, stretching out left side of body. You might hear some creaks and cracks as the body wakes up. Inhale, bring arms up. Exhale, left arm to mat. Side stretch over to left, stretching out right side of body. Starting to engage that Ujjayi breath. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, take a twist to the right. Left hand comes to the outside edge of right thigh. Right hand back behind you. Inhale, create length. Exhale, twist a little deeper, twisting from core. Inhale, unwind, arms up. Exhale, twist to left. Inhale, create length. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Inhale, unwind. Exhale, arms down and come into your not downward dog, cat and cow. Inhale, bring the chest forward, arch the spine, gaze goes up without crunching neck. Exhale, into cat. Belly button to spine, curving the spine, gaze drops down toward pelvis. Inhale, cat or cow. I always mix those up at first. Exhale, cat. Continue on in your own pace. I'm like really excited about my microphone. I have been wanting this for so long, and I waited so long to get to get it. It was a way of showing myself some self-love and also just like belief in myself, which really ties into this class. It's like, how can you just believe that you were given the body that for this body for a reason? Are you able to embrace the belief that you chose the body that you have? That it's here to teach you something. And then also, I don't know if I said this, but start to make some circles in your body if that feels good for you. Just playing around here, doing what feels good for body, stopping in any spaces that feel a little tight, need a little extra love. Ooh. And then find some stillness. Inhale, reach the right leg back, left arm forward, lift leg off of mat. Find a straight line all the way from your fingertips to your heel. Take an inhale. Exhale, knee to elbow. I love you, body. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee down, hand down, other side. Inhale, lift right arm, left leg off mat. Take another inhale. Straight line, fingertips to heel. Exhale, elbow to knee. As you bring your belly button towards spine, inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. I love you, body. Inhale, extend. I'm just going to keep saying it throughout the class. I invite you to join me. Inhale, elbow to knee. Or exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, hand down, knee down. Shift hips over to the right. Bring gaze back to right hip. And then switch. Left hip to left side. Gaze back at left hip. And you can be a little sassy here too. Just like, oh, what? Get out my way. What? Oh, I love my butt. What? Yeah, there you are, butt. What up? Yeah, just get a little playful here. And then tuck the toes. And bring the knees off of the mat and hold for 5, 4, straight line, head to tailbone, gaze is down, push away the mat, 2, and 1. Straighten the knees, bring hips back into first downward dog of the practice. You can find some movement here if you'd like. You can bend one knee and then the other, continuing that Ujjayi breath. And see if you can cultivate some gratitude for your body and the way that you are able to move. So many people are not able to get on their mat and move their bodies in the way that you are right now. And it's not about comparison. It's about the gratitude for what you can do. Not everybody has all their limbs, and maybe you don't. I don't know. I can't see you right now. But what do you have? What can you work with? What were you gifted with? And how is the vessel that you are currently inhabiting teaching you? And how is it serving you? It's able to do so much. And maybe it's got restrictions, and maybe you experience a lot of pain, or maybe not. I really, this is a class for multiple souls, so I don't know the individual conditions of everyone watching, but what I do know is that you are capable of many things given any restrictions you may have. Continue to be playful here. I'm just lifting one foot off the ground and then the other. You can take your right leg up and back behind you, bending the right knee. Getting a nice stretch into that left hip flexor and creating some circles with that top right knee. So given any restrictions that you may have, any limitations, you still can do So much. So what can you do? And how can you be grateful for that? And maybe you're grateful too for the way your body can digest food. And even if you struggle with that, how can you be grateful for those times when there is more ease? Bring the right foot down and lift the left foot up. Up towards sky, bend left knee, and create some circles with the left knee. And I super apologize if I am if I am minimizing your experience. I certainly don't want to do that. I'm just trying to get you to look at all of the ways in which you are blessed. Even if you are facing struggle, even if you are facing hardship. We all have blessings, and sometimes they are harder to see. And I also want to recognize that some of us struggle more than others, and your struggle is very real. Bring left foot back down to mat. We're going to take a few waves forward and back. Inhale, wave the body forward into high plank, pushing away the mat. Exhale, wave it back into downward dog. And I didn't mention this, but of course, as always, if you need to take a generous bend in the knees for your downward dog, please do so. Inhale, come up high onto toes, wave the body forward. Push mat away. Exhale. Back to downward dog. We're going to take one more, and then we're going to take a little rest off of the wrists. Inhale, come up high onto the toes, wave the body forward into plank. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and then wave it back. Lift the hips back into downward dog. Bend the knees, separate them wide. Feet are together, toes are together. Take it back into child's pose, active child's pose. Hands reach forward. Flip the hands so that they are face up in a receptive pose. Inviting the universe in to help you receive any guidance, any wisdom towards how you can love yourself a little bit more. See yourself a little bit more clearly. See yourself the way Spirit sees you. And when I say Spirit, you can of course replace that with God, the universe, your ancestors, your spirit guides, angels, whatever it is you believe in. The creative forces that be, source, your galactic team. And I am shifting my weight from left hip to right, just like really rolling around, allowing my body to do what it needs. My body just feels like being really playful today. And like, I'm tempted to say mushing around, so I'm just going to say that. Go ahead and start to walk the body up. Close the knees. We're going to take it into a passive child's pose. Hands are back, palms up. And maybe again, you find a little rock from back and forth, from side to side, back and forth. Embodying that heartbeat that you felt in the womb and realizing that your safe place can be your home. Your safe place, your home is your body. Returning to that home. How can you make your body a safer place? How can you love your body a little bit more? Maybe you just start to feel your body in this position as you rock back and forth and move your hands along your body. It is your body. You are allowed to feel yourself. You are allowed to appreciate you. And maybe you find a spot where you're like, oh, I don't like the way that feels. Oh, I want to judge that piece of me. And it's like, no, keep your hand there and give that part of you so much love. So much love. I'm doing it too. I love you, body. Thank you, body. Thank you so much, body. I love you so much, body. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Start to bring yourself up off of your knees.
Bring the hands up. Hands meet in heart center, or not in heart center, in prayer. And then on an exhale, bring hands to heart center. Slide hands along the mat as you slide your body, kind of snake into it, and then bring it into a low cobra. Inhale as you bring it up. Exhale. Third eye to mat. Inhale, bring it up. Low cobra, elbows are bent, tucked into sides. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale, bring it down. Bring hands into like you're making a goalpost on either side of you. You can bring the fingertips to be on the ground. The palms are going to be up. So it's like you're making little tents or cupcakes with your hands, like you've got a cupcake under each hand. Elbows are up. Inhale, roll the body up. Exhale, look under the left elbow as your right shoulder dips. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, dip left shoulder, look under right. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, dip right shoulder, look under left elbow. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, dip left shoulder, look under right. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, roll down. Bring hands under shoulders, tuck toes. Inhale, roll up into cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, lift right leg back. Keep hips parallel with the ground. Exhale, knee to nose. Step the foot between the hands. If you can't quite reach it, just grab your ankle and guide it forward. Drop left knee. Inhale, sweep arms up into Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Fingertips are reaching up towards sky. Take an inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, unwind. Exhale, bring hands down to mat. Tuck left toes. Bring right foot back to meet left. Downward dog. Inhale, lift left leg off mat. Keep hips parallel with ground. Exhale, knee to nose. Step left foot between hands. Drop right knee. Inhale, sweep arms up overhead. Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Inhale. Exhale, take a twist to the left. We didn't do this on the other side, but we're gonna do it now. Give yourself a hug. Exhale, unwind, drop hands. Bring left leg back to meet right. If you wanna do that really quick on the other side to get a little bit of balance, go for it. My bad. I'm gonna go for it too. Little hug. Hands down. If you skipped it, that's okay, no worries. Inhale, wave the body forward into a high plank. Push the floor away. We're gonna take a vinyasa. If you wanna bring the knees down to the mat, you can. Exhale, bring it down, one flat line, elbows are tucked. Inhale, baby cobra or regular cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Walk hands back to feet. Inhale, come up halfway. Ardha Uttanasana, gazes down, spine is straight. Bring belly button towards spine. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, reverse swan dive up, arms circle up and around as upper body lengthens. Bring hands up to sky, hands meet in prayer. Take a little mini back bend and exhale. Hands come down to heart center. Take a moment here. Drop hands to your sides, palms face forward.
as you feel into both feet, into all four corners of your feet. Lift the toes, rock side to side with toes lifted. Feeling your balance between the two feet, finding your center of gravity, your center of your home being your body. How can you make your body a more comfortable space to live, to be, to breathe, to exist? It is in this simple existence that you are worthy. You don't have to be anyone who you are not. You are exactly who you are for a reason. And you have so much inherent worth, so much inherent value. Start to lay the toes down on the ground one at a time, starting with the pinkies, working towards the big toes, really grounding yourself in this Tadasana, mountain pose. Straight line from head to tailbone. You can continue to rock from side to side, from left to right, finding that heartbeat type of movement. I guess that's going to be a theme of the class. I think it's really appropriate. Inhale, lift the arms up. Gaze goes up to thumbs. You can take a little back bend as hands meet in prayer. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, come up halfway, hands to shins, spine is straight, gaze is down, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, start to walk the hands out into your plank position. You can take a vinyasa if you'd like. You can bring your knees down to the ground, or you can take it straight back to downward dog. Exhale, one flat line. Inhale, downward dog, or not downward. I keep wanting to call everything downward dog. Cobra or low cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Now here we are. Inhale, lift right leg up and back. Keep hips parallel with ground. Exhale, knee to nose. Step right foot between hands. Inhale, start to come up onto fingertips. Sweep arms up overhead. Crescent lunge. Think about your tailbone going towards the ground. Your crown of the head is reaching up towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale, take a twist to the right. Hands fall out into a T. Fingertips are reaching toward opposite ends of your mat. Take an inhale. Exhale, give yourself a hug. I love you, body. Thank you, body, for being able to do these beautiful movements and take me into these beautiful postures. Exhale, bring yourself forward, unwind. Hands come down to mat. Inhale, lift right arm up towards sky. Exhale, take it into a side plank. If you need to bring the left knee down, go for it for some additional support. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring right leg back. Take it into wild thing as you stretch the hips up towards sky, reaching right arm up overhead behind you. Stretching your heart up to the sky. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring knee in as you flip. Bring right foot back. You can take a vinyasa if you'd like, or take it back straight to downward dog. Knees can go to mat, or they can stay lifted. Exhale, down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, lift the left leg, hips parallel with mat. Exhale, knee to nose. Step foot between hands. Inhale, come up onto fingertips. Or keep inhaling. Sweep arms up overhead. Crescent lunge. Take an inhale. Exhale, twist to the left. Take another inhale. Give yourself a hug. Inhale. Exhale, unwind. Thank you, body, for moving this beautiful way. Arms come down to mat. Left arm lifts up towards sky. Easy twist. Hopefully that blower isn't too loud. They're blowing like right outside the window. And I'm really loving this class. And I think I want to upload it, but only if you can hear me and it's not too distracting. All right, and then start to shift into your side plank. If you want to bring your right knee down, of course, go ahead and do so. That would look like this. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring left leg back into wild thing. Up on toes, left heel is lifted. Chest is up towards sky, left arm is back behind you. Big stretch, take an inhale. Exhale, flip it back into your high plank. Moving slowly and methodically, you can take another vinyasa or take it right back into downward dog, up to you. Exhale the way down. Inhale up into cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Take a moment here. You can shift your hips from left to right if you'd like, or you can find stillness. Hopefully that wasn't too scratchy. My shirt was kind of moving over the mic. My body is all about these rocks from side to side today. Maybe yours is too, and maybe it's not. That's okay. Start to bring your knees down to mat. Widen knees, toes touch. Again, bring yourself into an active child's pose. Hands reach forward. You can flip your palms so they are face up if you'd like, for more of a receptive pose. Again, I'm finding rocks from side to side. My hips are just really loving this today, as I keep saying. Start to walk the hands over to the right side of the mat. Bring left hand over right, interlace fingers, bringing a deep stretch into left side of body. I love you, body. Thank you. I love you so much, my body. Bring arms over to the left side now, walking them over. Bring right hand over left, interlace fingers, and stretch into the right side of the body. I love you so much, body. Thank you. Thank you for moving the way that you do. Thank you for your health. Thank you for giving me a home. Thank you for housing my soul. And for being so resilient through every challenge and struggle I have put you through and that life has put you through. Start to walk, hands back to center, and then walk yourself up, off of the knees. Circle the legs from around you so that they are in front of you. And bring legs straight in front. Staff pose. You can take the flesh out from underneath the sit bones to help you sit a little bit taller, a little bit straighter. If you need to, grab a block or a pillow to place underneath your hips. If you find yourself sinking like this, that's fine. That is more than okay, and I would encourage it. Inhale, lift arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Hands come to tops of feet, by the toes, sides of feet, to the heels, to the mat, to the shins. Yogi's choice. Inhale, create length in the spine. Try to straighten the spine from crown to tailbone. And exhale. Forward fold over, rounding the spine. Inhale, start to walk the arms up. Cross right foot over left thigh. Inhale, left arm reaches up, right hand is back by right hip. Exhale, take a twist over to the right. Inhale, create length. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Inhale, unwind left arm out, back behind yourself, and then exhale, you're gonna circle it. So you might wanna look at the camera for this, but you're gonna sweep around and you're gonna give yourself a little one-armed hug as you take a twist to the right and look over your right shoulder. Inhale, unwind, left arm comes up, right leg straightens, left arm drops. Left foot, left knee bends, left foot over the right thigh. Right arm up on an inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. I really love all these hugs that I'm sneaking in. Inhale, create length. Exhale, twist a little deeper. And remember, all twists are originating from your core, not your neck. Inhale, unwind as you reach your right arm back behind you, and then sweep it around as you twist again, giving yourself a hug. Inhale. Exhale, unwind, right arm up, left leg extends, right arm comes down. Start to scoot your bum towards your heels. Grab onto your shins and slowly start to make your way onto your mat. You can go nice and long here, adjust a little bit if needed, and then bring the knees in. Giving yourself a hug yet again, and taking some rocks yet again from right to left. Closing the eyes if that feels good for you as you massage out the back. Check in with your body. Give your body some extra loving. Maybe you tell yourself some loving affirmations. I am beautiful. I am strong. I am resilient. I am radiant. I am divine. I am sacred. I am perfect. And I love myself. And I love myself. And I love myself. Inhale, arms come out wide into a T, or you can cactus or goalpost out the arms. And then bring knees over to the left as your gaze falls to the right. If this is too intense, you can keep your gaze up towards sky. And maybe you want to bring your left hand to your knees to bring a little bit of contact, body to body, hand to leg. Reminding yourself that you are safe, that you are at home. And I don't mean like the physical place where you live, I mean within yourself. Home is wherever you are. How can you make that so? How can you make the place within yourself more comfortable, more accepting, more loving, more patient, more compassionate? And also being okay with the parts of you that are impatient, that lack a little bit of empathy and compassion, that get a little angry, that have really high standards, because all of those parts of you are important. And all of those parts of you deserve love and acceptance. Inhale, bring the knees back up. Exhale,
Take them over to the right as your gaze drops to left. Bring right hand to left thigh or knees. Finding that connection with yourself. Inhale, bring knees back up. And exhale, start to extend the legs out long onto the mat for Shavasana. If you are experiencing any back pain, then I invite you to bend the knees, bring the heels so that they are faced out, toes point in, feet are wide on the mat, right next to the long edges of your mat, and knees fall in. This will help you relax the lower back a little bit more. And even if you're not having any back pain and that sounds like a good position, go for it. Bring one hand to belly, one hand to heart. And check in. How is your home feeling right now? Take a moment to ask your body what it needs today. And then listen for the answer. That quiet, soft, yet strong inner knowing, that whisper that comes from within. Maybe your body whispers, I want more love. And if that's the case, how can you give your body more love? Maybe your body wants to slow down. Maybe your body wants to speed up. What does your body need? And then how can you honor that need? Showing up for yourself is one of the most important practices, habits, tendencies that you can cultivate while on your healing journey. Yes, we are social creatures, and it always helps to have the support of loved ones around us. But if you are someone who, like me, has struggled with giving that love to yourself first and foremost, recognize that you are the person who you've been looking for, and you can cultivate the love that you crave within. And when you do that, you will start to see it without, meaning outside of you. And I know that everyone's journey is a little different. And I'm certainly not trying to tell you that you need to be perfect with loving yourself, or that you need to gain mastery of loving yourself before you are loved, because that's not true. You're worth love now, regardless of where you're at in terms of with loving yourself. All I'm saying is that magnetism for love becomes stronger when you start to embody it. And it's not easy if you have a rough history of hurting yourself, of hating yourself, of despising yourself, and possibly even feeling that you don't deserve love or happiness. And no one expects you to go from one extreme to the other. It's all about taking one baby step at a time, one day at a time, one moment at a time, one breath at a time. And while I cannot see you, please know that I love you. While we may have never met, please know that I love you. I support you. I see you. And no, not with my physical eyes, but my spiritual being feels, sees, supports your spiritual being. If you'd like to stay in Shavasana any longer, please go ahead and do so. But if you are ready to end the class, then start to deepen the breath. Start to wiggle the fingers and the toes, creating micro movements that start to grow and start to bring circles into the wrists and into the ankles. On your next inhale, bring the arms up overhead, getting a nice big stretch. On your next exhale, bend the knees and roll over onto one of your sides, resting the head on your lower arm, keeping the eyes closed. On your next exhale, start to bring yourself slowly and gently off of the mat. Coming into a cross-legged seated position, keeping the eyes closed, we are going to end the class how we always do. And if you are new here, it is very easy and simple. We're just going to lift the arms up on the inhale. Hands will meet in a prayer position. And then as you exhale, you're going to Om as you bring the hands down to heart center. All right, inhale, arms up. Exhale. Bow your forehead to your fingertips and thank yourself for prioritizing yourself, your health, your well-being, your self-love, self-acceptance, and your body. And then start to bow third eye to ground and thank Mother Earth Gaia for supporting you, your experience, and allowing you to thrive off of her energy and her resources. And then thank any higher power, spirit, source, God, whatever you believe in. And bring your upper body back up. And when you are ready, gently open your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you enjoyed this practice. I hope that the landscapers weren't too distracting. And I hope you were able to cultivate a little bit more love and gratitude for yourself and for your body. And I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.